this video we're going to take a look at how Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reacted to their film Spider-Man No Way Home.
I always knew that this film would be loved around the world. I didn't think it would be quite as massive as it has been.
Before the film came out, given the fact that the trailer got more views in 24 hours than the Avengers Endgame trailer, obviously it's going to have a lot of hype. Also the fact that before it came out it was reported to have all three Spider-Men in the same film. That's going to generate so much hype, so that when the film actually does come out, people are just going to go crazy about it.
You know, one of my favorite things to do at the minute is to go online and watch fans' reactions to you guys coming in. That one scene in particular.
That was probably one of the most iconic scenes in not just Marvel history, but also film history. Having all three iterations of the character come together and share the same screen. A very iconic moment. It's known that people went crazy in cinemas. The reaction when Andrew and Tobey came out of the portal was mad.
I went and had a meeting with Amy and Kevin. I think Amy was like, "We'd love to talk to you and you know what this is about." And I was like, "Okay, sure."
I think with Amy, you're like, "No, I don't, Amy, no."
Yeah, no, I know. I was
Like, what?
Maybe you could just give me a little bit of information.
So I guess Tobey's basically saying here the producers of No Way Home expected Tobey to know what they wanted him to do. They thought he already knew of the rumors that he'd be featured in the film, but Tobey was completely oblivious to this.
But it was really about getting together with these people and getting a chance to come together.
Obviously before this film, each Spider-Man had their own respective couple of films, but this film sort of brings them all together when before they were all sort of separated in their own separate universes. So the fact that this one time they all sort of come together is quite unique because it's never happened before.
For you, Andrew, what was it like going back?
Well, I was just waiting to see if Tobey was going to do it, and if Tobey was going to do it, and I was like, well, I have no choice, you know.
I mean, yeah, given the fact that Tobey Maguire was the first Spider-Man, Andrew probably looked up to him. So if Maguire decided to do it, then I guess Andrew looking up to someone like Maguire would obviously want to also take part in the movie. But I guess you could also just say if one out of the two actors has agreed to join Tom Holland in the No Way Home film, then it only makes sense for the other one, Andrew Garfield, to also join in as well, so that you have the complete trio.
But you know, when I was approached about it, it actually feels like a great creative idea and a great creative story. It wasn't like they were just asking us to come and say hi and then leave again, but actually have our presence being in service to Tom.
Some people were saying that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire didn't really do much in the film. For me personally, I disagree. I'd say Garfield especially did a lot. The part where he jumps in to save Zendaya was obviously one of the biggest parts of the film.
And it was just a kind of joyful few weeks that we all got to spend together. We could have been an absolute, not you kind of think, well, getting three Spider-Men together could go one of two ways. I think it's a testament to these guys that it went the way that it went, which was a brotherhood, which is just beautiful.
I think the fact that all three of them have played the same character means when they all came together for No Way Home, they probably synergized really well together. Natural chemistry.
We were a long way into shooting before you guys showed up. The date of the other Spider-Mans are coming was etched on my calendar. You know, the closer and closer I got, the more and more nervous I was. And then as soon as I met you guys in Atlanta, I realized I had nothing to be nervous about.
This is similar to what I was saying earlier, but yeah, the fact that they've all worn the same Spider-Man suit, they just link well together like brothers, as opposed to just being random strangers on set.
No, I definitely think I had the hardest time with having to lie for the sake of that audience reaction. I think I equate it to when you're organizing a surprise birthday party for someone. They keep saying, mate, just tell me I hate surprises. You know I hate surprises, but deep down you know they will love the surprise.
Obviously it was probably hard to keep the fact that he and Tobey feature in this film a secret. I guess it did pay off in the end because it made it more of a surprise when people actually saw that him and Tobey actually did figure in the film. That extra element of surprise made it more enthralling when they appeared in the movie.
I remember being on set and it was, I believe, our last day. It was really amazing and I had the awareness of this, the 20 years of history. It was powerful for me to be working with Andrew and Tom. And yeah, I was just grateful every day. It was such a rich experience, as the guys have touched on.
I think the fact that that movie was a culmination of 20 years, I think that's what makes the film so massive. 3 iterations of the same character all coming together for one big ambitious project was probably what made it such an enriching experience for all the different Spider-Man actors involved.